Magnificent being, Marisa here. Today, I want to talk to you about life purpose. I don't know about you, but many years ago when I first started my career, I had never heard about life purpose, although I felt that I was moving in a direction that felt right for me. I was very passionate about children, about education, and I chose to follow that career path. I was first a preschool teacher, and then I became an elementary school teacher, and later on, I started and ran my own holistic private school. And when I was running my private school, I had learned about life purpose by that point, and I really believed that that was my life purpose, to create an educational environment for children that was very nurturing and that supported them in developing all aspects of their being, not just focusing on academics. So when I had to close the school down after 6 years due to not being able to sustain it financially, I went through a really difficult time because I felt like I had failed at fulfilling my life purpose. And that was very difficult for me because I didn't really know what I was going to do next. And I thought I basically blew it. And it wasn't until many years later, after doing a lot of soul searching and a lot of work on myself, and also through receiving some messages, that I learned that our life purpose really has nothing to do with what we do, but it's all about who we're being. And that really helped me a lot because it helped me to let go of the feeling that I had failed. Because we really can't fail at our life purpose. It's not about what we're doing, like I said. And I'd like to share with you just a little excerpt from the book that I published with some different messages. Perhaps you have heard about it, called Magnify Your Magnificence, Your Pathway to the Life and Relationships You Truly Desire. I think it might be backwards here, I'm not sure. But anyways, I would like to share with you just a couple of quotes that might help you if you're struggling with your life purpose or thinking that it has to be about something that you do. One of the things that was shared with me is that one of the most limiting beliefs that many of you have adopted as truth is that you were born with a very specific life purpose about what you are here to do. And like I said, that's what I believed for a very long time because that was based on different things that I had heard or read about. There's a lot of books that have been written about finding your life purpose. We've heard different quotes about it, like, the purpose of life is to live a life of purpose. But then we go back to, well, what is my purpose? And so, um, what this message goes on to say is that our life purpose is about who we're being and about being our authentic self. And it's not about what we do. Here's another quote. It says, in truth, you can do anything you want and you can feel happy and fulfilled doing anything as long as you're doing it from a place of being your authentic self. And more recently, I was looking at, how I could really connect even more to who I want to be in whatever it is that I do. What is it that brings me the most joy? And what I discovered when I started looking back and after going through a little program that helped me come up with my 2-word life purpose, I'll share that with you in the comments if you're interested in exploring that for yourself. But what I discovered was that my life purpose, which is who I choose to be and what really brings me the greatest joy, is to activate joy in others. So that became my life purpose, to activate joy. And when I looked back at everything I had done in my life, in terms of my career path, or just even in my relationships with people and the conversations I have with people, it was always about helping them to experience more joy. When I taught preschool, it was all about creating, an environment of joy. When was a school teacher, I just loved bringing joy to the children and helping them to feel the joy within themselves and really connect with their magnificence and who they really are. And like I said, with all my relationships, when I support people, even my clients, it's all about helping them to experience joy. And so it's not really about what I do. I mean, now I have chosen to work with people, with their families, because I know that many families, there's a lot of struggle and challenge in people's families. And not always joy. And so if I can help people with their family relationships, with their relationship with themselves, then in the end, they can experience more joy, which is what actually brings me the most joy. So I invite you to just give some thought and share some of your thoughts and reflections on this whole concept of life purpose. What does life purpose mean to you? Do you feel like it's something you have to do? If so, are you open to exploring the possibility that maybe it's not about what you're doing, but it's about who you're being? And if that's the case, who do you choose to be? Because in the end, there's no right or wrong when it comes to our life purpose, because only we can know within ourselves what it is that brings us the greatest joy. And so I look forward to dialoguing with you and you just hearing what you have to say, what your own thoughts and reflections are on life purpose. And I invite you to be your authentic self always. So until next time, make sure to always magnify your magnificence. Love and blessings.